YouTube, what's the deal? For all those who have been here and for all those who are new, welcome to Mose Knows. I am your host, Mose. If you've been following along with me, we are in the team-specific mock draft series. Today, we are on episode 13, and I am the resident GM of the Los Angeles Chargers. We're not going to waste any time. We're going to get right into this mock draft. All right, let's select the Chargers. Next, we want 7 rounds. We want to go fast. As always, let's get it started. Chargers, what's going on? Y'all got yourselves a good one. Y'all really got yourselves a good one, man. Justin Herbert. What a rookie year from that kid, man. I remember, last year around the draft, he was my favorite quarterback. I'm partial to the Oregon Ducks, but seeing him and watching him play over the past couple years, he was my favorite quarterback in the draft. I know Joe Burrow had an outstanding season his last year at LSU, led them to the national title, won it. He was dominant in all facets of the game. And he deserved to be the number 1 overall quarterback. But man, the slander that Justin Herbert was getting, during the whole draft process, he's not a leader, he's too timid, and his accuracy, so many things that they brought up about Justin Herbert. For him to play the way he did and shut everybody up and prove everybody wrong, and I don't even know if that's, what motivated his level of play. I just think Justin Herbert is a really, really good quarterback, and you saw that last year. So with that in mind, do you protect your investment with this first overall pick here? The 49ers take Mac Jones at 12. What? Check out the episode 12 where I took care of my 49ers. Mac Jones. Oh, okay. We're not worried about them today. So here we are. Chargers at 13 needs offensive tackle, edge, safety. Don't agree with that. Corner, wide receiver, maybe a third, not 1 or 2. Interior O-line, they took care of that in free agency. Linebacker, tight end, took care of that. Corner, running back, interior defensive line. Okay, so probably the biggest holes that I see from these team needs right now are offensive tackle and corner. You could go either way. You could say tight end, Kyle Pitts is on the board. You just signed Jared Cook in free agency to kind of take over that tight end spot. But Kyle Pitts he's a beast. He is a different animal. Him still being on the board at 13, if possible, but highly unlikely in my opinion. I think Kyle Pitts is already off the board by now. But he's here, and it's something to think about. Especially in a situation where you could trade down for somebody who wants to jump up and get Kyle Pitts. This probably would have been a good spot for the Patriots to trade up and get him. The Patriots just signed 2 really, really good tight ends in free agency, so I don't think they're in the Kyle Pitts market. So do we want to go corner here? J.C. Horn is still on the board. He's one of my top corners in the draft, top 3. But do we want to protect Justin Herbert? I think at all costs, you protect Justin Herbert. You proved that in free agency where you signed 3 interior offensive linemen, 2 guards, and a center. Corey Linsley was the biggest signing, taking over that center position, made him the highest paid center in the league. Then you get Matt Filer from the Steelers and Ode Oboshi from the Lions, I believe he was on last year. So you took care of your guard spots and you took care of the center spot. You got to protect his blind side. You have a glaring hole at left tackle. One of the most athletic tackles is on the board here. If he falls to you at 13, got to protect Justin Herbert at all costs. I love J.C. Horn, but Justin Herbert needs to be protected. You don't want what happened to Joe Burrow to happen to Justin Herbert. If you can avoid it, you take care of that position. So at 13, the Chargers go Christian Darrisaw, offensive tackle out of Virginia Tech. We gonna make sure that Jay Herbo is good. You hear me? Gotta worry about nothing. Keeping protected. And we are back on the clock here in the second round, pick number 47. A couple interior O-linemen on the board. This probably would have been a good spot for Landon Dickerson if they wanted to go center, but they already addressed that need. A good spot for Wyatt Davis here, but they already addressed that need. A couple wide receivers on the board, Elijah Moore and Rondell Moore. I don't believe they're related. You don't need a number 1 or number 2. You still have Keenan Allen, still have Mike Williams, but you're looking for a guy who can fill that slot role. Rondell Moore would probably be a perfect option here. Edge rusher, Ronnie Perkins is here. Joseph Osai is here. Osai probably fits that 3-4 a little bit better. Interior defensive line is way down here, but one of the best interior defensive linemen, Davion Nixon, is still on the board. You know, some people have him as 2. Other scouts and other teams have him rated above Christian Barmore. So him falling to the second round, I think he'll be a dynamite pickup for any team that he goes to. Linebacker is a need. Jamin Davis is still on the board. I think he'd be a great addition in that defense at that middle linebacker spot, that interior spot. Corner is a need. You didn't bring back Casey Hayward. You did re-sign Michael Davis and Brandon Faison. Definitely re-sign those guys. Chris Harris is still there, even though he's getting a little long in the tooth, up there in age. So corner is definitely an option. Who else is here at corner? Asante, Elijah Molden, Melifonwu, Tyson Campbell. A lot of corners here. So you can go Asante Samuel, you can go Jamin Davis. Right now, only interior linebacker on the scout squad is Kaiser White. Denzel Perryman went to the Panthers. I think we can get corner later. I really like Jamin Davis. Put him next to Kenneth Murray. You got a really, really athletic linebacking core. So I'm going to go linebacker. I'm going to go Jamin Davis in the second round to the Chargers here. And we will wait until our pick in the third round. The Chargers got a good squad, man. Really, really good team. They are in a tough division. The Broncos seem to be getting better. Still some questions at the quarterback position. The Raiders were in cap trouble, and they got rid of some really, really good offensive linemen in Rodney Hudson and Gabe Jackson and Trent Brown. I think that was center, right guard, right tackle. So the whole right side is gone. And the defense is up and down. But when you're in a division with Kansas City, you know it's always going to be a tough division. It's going to be a battle. But I think the Chargers are built the right way. Sucks to see that Anthony Lynn couldn't get the job done and they moved on from him. But I think they're in a good spot to make some noise next year. Back on the board, you're in the third round, pick number 77. I said we needed a corner. One of my favorite corners is still on the board, so I'm gonna go get him right now. Bring him into the fold. Yes, you re-signed Mike Davis. Yes, you re-signed Brandon Faison, but you still need some bodies in that cornerback room. Somebody who can come in and compete with the guys that you have there. He just ran a 4.34. He ran a 4.3 something at Georgia Pro Day. He's fast. He's got length. I think he'll fit right in to what they do in that defense. So I'm going Tyson Campbell here in the third round to the Chargers. I'm really liking where we're at right now. Let's just recap real quick. I think we got another pick coming up here in the third round. This may be a compensatory pick, number 97, or I don't know if it's either compensatory or from a trade, but we're back on the clock. But just to recap, we took care of offensive line with Christian Darrisaw, offensive tackle. We filled the linebacker need with Jamin Davis from Kentucky, and then we filled a corner need with Tyson Campbell from Georgia. So we're looking really solid right now. Edge is still a need. Let's see what edge rushers are available. Okay, Quincy Roche is here. Jordan Smith, Victor Dimukeji, Patrick Jones, Cameron Sample, Dalen Hayes, Rashad Weaver. For what they do, I like Weaver. It might be too high. I might try to see if I can get him in a later round. Dalen Hayes is also an option here out of Notre Dame. Jordan Smith isn't a bad option here either. Let's see what else we got. We could add another running back. I like Kenneth Gainwell a lot. Don't need interior O-line. He said we need safety, but you got Derwin James and Nasir Adderley. I don't think that's a need. Maybe you can get a guy later on down the line, later in the draft. Interior defensive line is a need, possibly. Somebody to back up Linval Joseph. Andre Cisco is still here. Trill Williams is still here. You could definitely go Tyler Shelvin or Lynn McNeil for that nose tackle role. Here at 97, kind of a luxury pick. Do we have any wide receivers? Oh, Dimitri Feldman, UCLA. Keep him in LA. Similar colors. Slot corner. Could moonlight as a running back. Offers you a lot of versatility. I like it. I see the fit. Dimitri Feldman. I like it. I see the fit. You don't need a number one. You don't need a number two. But you need somebody in the slot, somebody who can work the middle of the field, intermediate routes, get open quickly, somebody who you can use on jet sweeps and some of the misdirection type plays. Maybe throw him in the backfield, spell Austin Eckler a little bit. I like the fit. I really like the fit there. And we are back on the clock here in the fourth round, 118. Ooh. We need interior defensive line, and he's on the board right now. Just put up 40 reps on the bench. Kid is strong. Kid is vicious. I mean, if you just put on the tape, he's strong, he's vicious, he's hungry. Give me Jalen Twyman. I'll take that. I'll take that. And just have him learn from Linval. He's not a speed rusher on the interior. I think his 40 was in the 5-second range. So he doesn't have that straight line speed. He's not, an Aaron Donald type defensive end with his speed. But he does have exceptional explosiveness, short area quickness, short area explosiveness, and that power. And that's what gets him free, gets him off of blocks. That's what draws the double teams. And if you got a guy like that on your defensive line, especially learning from somebody like Linval Joseph, that's only a benefit to the edge rushers that you have. And we do need edge here in the fifth round. And Rashad Weaver fell to us. He's here. He's available. He is Jalen Twyman's teammate, I believe, at Pittsburgh. He's another guy. He's big. He's powerful. He's long. He's strong. He's not going to wow you with his speed. But what he is going to do is he's good with his power moves, coming off the edge, using his length, using his arm reach to keep offensive linemen off of him. He's going to have to develop a counter at the next level, which I think is why he's falling this far. He's going to have to, work on his pass rush moves. But when you're next to Joey Bosa in practice every day, I think you'll pick up a few things. Let's go Rashad Weaver here in the fifth round, pick 159. So we take care of our defense. We've got interior D-line, edge rusher, and linebacker. So we're looking pretty solid here. And we are back on the board here in the 6th round on pick 185. Let's just double check where we are. So we got our tackle, our linebacker, we got a corner, wide out, interior D-line, and edge. Let's see, tight end still a need, interior O-line, again, that's not a need any longer. Safety, if somebody was here, maybe Tyree Gillespie, but really you would be getting him. I mean, obviously it's late in the 6th round. He would be used in primarily a special teams role, maybe come in and spell Derwin James or Nasir Adderley. I know one of the big issues with Derwin so far has been the consistency at which he's been getting injured and not been available to play. So maybe you take that into consideration, when you think about, who do you want to draft and do you want to bring in another safety as an insurance policy? If Derwin James does go down again, that's also possible. Derwin was one of my favorite safeties in the league. I don't want to disrespect him like that. And I like Nasir Adderley too. So, I mean, you got two options. You could bring in another running back. Puka Williams is here on the board. And he would just be a change of pace back. Somebody that come in can spell Austin Eckler, Justin Jackson, throw him in the mix. Or you could go safety. Tyree Gillespie is here. Reed Blankenship, Divine Diablo. What other safeties are here? Up off Paris Ford. Now, Paris Ford fell a lot. Now, prior to his pro day, I was thinking, Paris Ford is off the board by now. Paris Ford is gone. You know what I mean? Great career at Pittsburgh. Diagnosis plays really well. He's a thumper. He lays the boom. I'm like, Paris Ford be off the board by now. That was until he ran a 4.8 and then followed that up with a 4.9 40. 40 time isn't everything. Okay, we got guys who run 4.2 who can't make a roster, and then we got guys who run 4.6, 4.5, and are dominant receivers in the league. It all depends on the player, right? But when you're just looking at what the NFL game is, especially in the division that the Chargers are in, when you look at having to play across from Henry Ruggs and Tyreek Hill and Mecole Hardman, and you got a safety on the back end who, if he lose one step, if one step is off, he's toast. And you running a 4.8, 4.9, I mean, that's going to drop your stock. Teams are not going to want to spend a high draft pick on somebody that's talented, but that shows that maybe they haven't been, doing the work in the off season. Maybe they just don't have that explosiveness and that quick twitch. You're running 4.8 and 4.9. It definitely puts teams off. And I think he messed his stock up a little bit with that 40 time. Tight end class is a little weak. We could go, Khalil Herbert this year. I really like Khalil Herbert. That could be an option too. I actually like Khalil Herbert a little bit more than I like Luke Williams. Safety or running back, safety or running back. Safety or running back. I love you, Derwin. I do. And I'm sorry. But just to make sure we got bodies, and just to make sure that if, for whatever reason, something creep back up, tweak something again, and you go down, we got enough in-house to get the job done. I'm going to take Tyree Gillespie here and just shore up that safety group. just in case. And if not, we can throw them on special teams. And we have come on, y'all know Mose love multiple picks in a round. It allows you to do certain things. It allows you to be a little bit more flexible. And my guy is still on the board. Give me Khalil Herbert. That was easy. That was easy. Y'all know Mose love multiple picks in a round. I'll take that. Most certainly I'll take that. We got any more 6th round picks? I'll take another one if you want to give it to me. We up in the 7th round though. This is a luxury pick for us. Draft is almost over. Yes, it is. This is our last pick. Let's see what we got for all. Bunch of wide receivers and corners. Tay Gowan is still here. I gotta double check to see if they had their. Those are my kids in the background. If you heard them, I don't know if you can hear them. I don't know if it can go on the mic, but I can definitely hear them. So if you hear something yelling in the background, that's my 3-year-old playing with her other 2 siblings. Tay Gowan is still here. I guess we can add another corner. He's definitely one of the fastest. Got to double check to see if UCF had their pro day and see what his time was. Could we go tight end here? I don't think we need one. Yeah, this is a luxury pick for us. I think we addressed all the needs that we needed to address. We could get another wide receiver. Jalen Darden's here. We could throw him in the mix as, our returner. You could put Demetri Felton in that role, but I want to see him more on the offense, more in that slot receiver role. Let him focus on that and be a weapon on that offense. Maybe throw in Jalen Darden for some return specialist abilities. Yeah, let's do that. Let's throw in, let's just add another corner. You can never have too many corners, especially corners with speed in the division that you're in and the guys you gotta cover. One of the fastest in the class. Let me go Tay Gowan. And that will wrap up the draft for your Los Angeles Chargers. Let's recap. Number 1 overall pick for the Chargers, 13. In round 1, we go offensive tackle Christian Darrisaw. He plugs right into the left tackle spot. We probably got a left tackle for 10 to 15 years. At the 2nd round, pick 47, we select linebacker John Davis out of Kentucky. In the 3rd round, pick 77, we take cornerback, another speed corner, Tyson Campbell out of Georgia. Okay, and we have pick number 97, 4th round, we take wide receiver Demetri Felton. He slides into our slot. At 118, we take care of our interior defensive line with Jalen Twyman. At 159, we select his teammate because we need to fill that edge spot left by Melvin Ingram. And we take Rashad Weaver. So back-to-back Pittsburgh selections. 185, we get an insurance policy for our safety group with Tyree Gillespie out of Missouri. 189, we take a running back that we can throw in the mix, change of pace back for us, Khalil Herbert out of Virginia Tech. And with our 7th round pick 241, we take speed corner out of UCF, Tay Gowan. And that's going to wrap it up for the Los Angeles Chargers. If you sat with me at any point in this video, whether it was for a few minutes or if you watched all the way through, I greatly appreciate you. Thank you for taking your time and spending a little bit of time with Mose Knows. If you're new to the channel, this is your first time watching the video, hit that subscribe button. Take another 2 seconds and hit that bell icon. That bell icon is going to give you notifications every time new content drops here at Mose Knows. We're going through this team-specific series, so you want to be updated when the next video drops with the next team in the draft class. I love y'all, appreciate y'all. Hit a like on this video. Comment down below. Chargers fans, let me know what y'all liked and what y'all didn't like about this draft. Let's have a conversation as we're waiting for the draft coming into April. Again, love and appreciate y'all, and I'll see y'all in the next episode. Peace.